The most common things we get asked by students all the time is how do we measure up the lashes correctly when we're selecting the appropriate size rod or shield for our clients. Let's dive into the basics of how to get the fundamentals of this correct. And there are a lot of advanced little tips and tricks that you can learn along the way, but if you learn these fundamentals, this really helps you get started so you can get the best possible results for your clients. Firstly, let's look at a small flex rod for our client. We'll apply that from the inner corner to the outer corner like this. And as you can see, flex rods and flex shields are so amazing because they just sit on the eye shape so quickly, which is fantastic. Now, if we're measuring up the lashes here to see if this is the correct size rod for our client, we're basically just lifting those lashes up to see if they come over that halfway point of the flex rod. If we go from the lateral section of the eye, which is sort of the middle to the outer section, generally that's where the lashes are longer. And we can see here that these lashes are coming well over that halfway point, which is also known as the apex on these particular types of rods. Now, the apex, or the center point, is where we're getting the most depth of curl for our client. So we want the tips of the lashes to be coming over this point to ensure we're getting enough curl for this particular client. Let's have a look now at using a medium flex rod. We place the flex rod from the inner corner always to the out first, and as we can see, that fits so quickly and beautifully. That's why they're so popular to use. Then we'll go to the lateral section of the eye, or where the lashes are the longest, and we'll have a look and we'll lift these lashes up, or pretend we're going to lift them up. We're scooping them up with our lash lift tool and checking that the tips of the lashes are coming over that halfway point, or the apex, where there is the most depth of curl to these flex rods. And we could see that the medium flex rod would be a really good choice for these types of lashes. You'll notice the inner corners are usually always shorter on our clients. So you are guided by the majority of lash length that you have to work with when you're choosing the correct size rod or shield. So as long as the majority of the lashes are coming over that halfway point, that's going to give you the ideal type of lift or curl that you're wanting to achieve. Let's have a look at a large flex rod and see how the lashes curl up on the front side of this. So again, we're placing it from the inner corner to the outer corner. And you can see already that when we're lifting the lashes up towards the apex section, the tips of the lashes are not coming over the apex area. This means we're unlikely to get a really great curl or lift on our client because less surface area of the lash is getting that dramatic angle that we're needing when we're using the flex rods. So a medium would give us a more dramatic result. If I used this large flex rod, it would give us a very, very natural type of curl in most cases. As you can see with the inner corner lashes, where they're shorter, they're definitely not going to get that kind of lift that we're needing, and you're really only sort of seeing the tips of the lashes here getting any type of curl. So it's not going to be the ideal choice in most cases for our clients with lashes of this length. Now we're going to take a look at an extra large flex rod. So these have a really large surface area and they're really good for working with clients that have super long lashes. But in this case, let's have a look. We'll apply that here, and just like we were seeing with the large flex rod, we can see the majority of the lashes are not coming over the apex mark, or that halfway point. And especially with the inner corner lashes, they're just not going to get enough of a lift in most cases. Now it does come down to you as the artist. If you're wanting to do more of a natural curl, this is an option. There's a lot of different ways that you can get curls for your clients But generally speaking, if you're wanting that dramatic lift, you are going to be needing the tips of the lashes coming well over that halfway point on the flex rod. Now we're going to have a look at our flex shields. These are the types of shields that have been really revolutionary in the world of lash lift, giving that very dramatic lift straight from the base all the way up to the tips of the lashes. They can be really fantastic to use for a lot of different clients, but let's look at how we measure up the lashes for these today. So I'm going to apply my flex shield from the inner corner out to the outer corner, just like the flex rods. And this is a small size flex shield. And as I wrap the lashes up, I want to see if the tips of the lashes come over that halfway point. Now with the flex shields, the apex of these is similar to the flex rods, which is around that halfway point. And you can see the light reflecting on there, and you can see the part that has the most depth to the shield. Now, we can see the tips of the lashes are coming well over that halfway point, which means we can get a really dramatic lift for our client. If we have a look at these inner corner lashes, we can see that it gives an ideal result because the tips of the lashes are coming well over that apex section. So we'll get a really nice dramatic lift for our client if we're choosing small flex shields in this instance. Now we're going to take a look at a medium-sized flex shield and see if this could be ideal for this client. Again, applying from the inner corner to the outer corner, and then we're just lifting up the lashes to see if they're going to come across that halfway point or the apex of the shield. And the tips of the lashes are just coming over that. In some sections they're not. Let's take a look at the inner corner lashes. The majority of these are coming up just over that halfway point. We'd still get quite a good result, but probably more of a dramatic result if we were using a small shield for this client. We're now going to have a look at the large flex shield. Now these are really good for clients that have super long lashes, but I wanted to show you how these measure up just so you can see it in this video. So again, we apply from the inner corner to the outer corner, and if we're pulling up the lashes here, we can see that the tips of the lashes definitely are not coming up to this halfway point, which is the apex or the point with the most depth of curl for the lashes. So we're really not going to get a great result if we choose this shield. That's not what we'd recommend. So it looks like we're going to choose a small shield for this client to get the most dramatic lift and the best possible results. I just wanted to show you something with our tree tool, which is like a Y comb that you'll see in the industry. This tree tool or Y tool is fantastic with the brush that it has on it or the comb that it has on it for separating the lashes, but it also has a little measuring tool along the side, and we were one of the first to actually have this. So it has been out for quite a few years now with this measuring tool, but funnily enough, a lot of people still ask us questions about it or aren't aware of it. So let's take a look at how this measuring tool works on our tree tool. What you'll see on the tree tool is there's 4 little markers on there, and each marker represents a different size. The first marker that's closest to the edge here, or the end of the tree tool, is for a small flex rod. The next marker is for the medium flex rod, the next marker is for a large flex rod, and then the 4th one is for an extra large flex rod. If we were going to measure our lashes here with the tree tool, we're just ever so gently going underneath the lashes, and we are seeing how long they are and seeing which marker they come up to. Now we can see in this instance they come over the first marker and they come up to the second marker. Now the first marker is for the small flex rods, so we know we could use that if we wanted to. And then we see the next marker, so that's for the medium flex rods, so we could use those as well if we wanted to. If we use a small flex rod, we're going to get more of a dramatic curl or lift. Of course, we can adjust lotion placement. There's lots of different little techniques we can choose, but just for the fundamentals of this and measuring lashes, you can choose between these two sizes. We can see the tips of the lashes are definitely not going up to where a large flex rod would be, and certainly not going up to where an extra large flex rod is going to be. So that is how you use the measuring tool if you're going to choose flex rods. Now, if I was going to use the tree tool to measure up using flex shields, we only have 3 sizes in the flex shields. So the small flex shield size starts at the 2nd marker. And then the 3rd marker is for the medium flex shield, and the 4th marker is for the large flex shield. So we can see in this instance that the small flex shield is going to be really ideal for our client to get the most dramatic result. I hope these tips help you with how to choose the correct size shields or rods for your clients. There's a lot of other advanced things that we do cover in our training, but these fundamentals will really help you get started so that you can have confidence in knowing which rods or shields to choose for the types of lengths of lashes that you're working with.